the switch, you see the light still stays on, so it's not controlled by this switch because I turned the power off. To this one anyway, it's showing hot here. Alright, so we discovered another thing, that these wires are all disconnected and the light's still on. This is hardwired to a whole nother circuit. Alright, this is Eldridge. We're in the first electrical issue. I took the lamp down and found out that it's just a hot and neutral straight down. It's a live active power. It's no switch line at all. In terms of here, you can see that the wire, this is it. It goes straight up. It doesn't even come into the switch. These other wires, I have no idea what they do or what they're there for in the switch, because they don't connect with the switch at all, or connect. They have no relation to the wires going up. They come down, but they don't control anything. Apparently it doesn't control anything here. You got a knob and tube covering on two wires that go together, which apparently would be a hot and neutral, but when you measure them, there's nothing. This is a hot though. It's an active hot, but it doesn't connect to the hot here, which is an active hot. Alright, so we've opened up the spots that we need to open up. We're going to, because the line up here is a live line, it's connected to a live line, it's not coming down to the switch at all. I isolated every wire, none of them go up here at all. So whoever did this wiring really just messed it up bad. So I'm just going to run a brand new line. I got my fish line here. We're just going to pull a new one straight over, brand new, attach it to a switch, and attach it to this live one here. This is a live. We'll use this, and we'll just put these wires back the way they were, connect them back with straight couplers, because none of those had nothing to do with this at all. But in order to figure that out, I had to disconnect them to see where they go. So they're feeding something else that have nothing to do with the switch. None of these wires go to that switch. And that's the problem. I have no idea how this happened or why it happened, but it's just some bad wiring at some point. But this is what we had to do to get to it. We had to open the ceiling there and open it here, and then we'll have to do some drywall work as well. But that's something that I can do also. All right, here we are. So we're now running the wire up. We're going to do a fresh new wire. We pulled it all the way through. Now we're going to use our fishing line to pull it across the wall and bring it over. All right, so here we are. We got the new wire pulled through. We're going to now go ahead and put our box, drill our box, start wiring all this back up. We're going to cap off the stuff that doesn't make sense, but this will be our hot. But this one doesn't make any sense. We'll just cap these off. And then those will be, that hot up there will also be capped off, because I don't know where it goes. But what I might do is might actually use that for the garage to rerun a new line over there. I could probably tap off of that one. So we'll keep that in mind. I may end up using that if there's no, because it doesn't look like there's any other wire up there. I see a neutral there, but other than that, I don't know. We got to redo this junction box because it was really just barely hanging on up there. All right, so we got the new wire, went over the ceiling. We've got a new switch wire that's coming up that I ran new. We just tucked the spares back there in case we ever need them up here again, which we might. I just went ahead and capped off the old one. We're just gonna leave it there. All right, so we're ready to bolt this up. And we're also securing it very well this time. Alright, so we traced out the box that we're going to cut out. This is going to go into the drywall, so we want to get that cut out with our multi-tool. Alright, so here we have the new junction box lined up, ready to go. We'll go ahead and put the switch in now. Alright, so we have the light finally with the new switch installed. Had to run a whole new wire, but there it is. Good to go. Turns on and off like it should now. So that's a whole new power line. We just bypassed the fact that it was straight hardwired. There was no lead wire for the switch at all. So I put all that in, nice and solid. For now, I put basically an access panel here because I left spare wires there in case we need to use those. That'll just be there in case. So for now, we just leave that so I don't have to cut the wall again. I can get to it. I'll repair the drywall up there later after I've done all the cuts everywhere, and then I'll do all the drywall in one shot. So that'll be okay for now up there.